Competition used in your success toolbox is a great builder. Competition's a great teacher, a great foundation to set the bar. Competition will raise each other to higher standards, higher growth. Hey, it's Mal, Surfing Life with Malcolm, Global Bonus Pool. All right, we got a collective initiative here, collective incentive, collective bonus pool, global. I'd like to talk to you, just share a little lesson for everybody, not just for this team, for everybody. Today, it's Saturday evening here. I was at a big parade today, a really big parade. It's called Founders Day. No, I'm not in the United States. It's not the Founding Fathers, but there are Founding Fathers in this nation. But they're collective to build a nation. But also at the same time, all the kids, my daughters, everybody participating in this big parade, the building of the floats, all sorts of things that happen. And it made me think of this lesson. So, yeah, let's go through this together. I think it's important. Let me see. I'm going to move myself here so we know the progression, right? From Rep, Bravo, Kappa, Quinto, Venti, Premio. Premio gets us to the global pool. So I want to talk to you about collective initiative, collective goals, collective results, because we're all in this together. So I kind of broke this apart, right? But, there's a progression from your Kappa well, look, I'll make it really simple for you here. It's blank. Anyway, as we produce Kappas create Quintos, right? And as the Quintos move up in volume, it's a numbers game. It's volume. Volumes create Ventis. Ventis create Premios, right? And the way it goes, pretty simple, right? Very, very, very simple. And it's important to understand this progression. So I'm cementing it again. I'm going to show it to you again. And let's kind of get into the meat of this, because I'm going to lead up to a really important point for all us. The people that are taking the lead. You know what? The biggest leaders in this company haven't even heard about Olyabo. And with the business and with our company and with the ownership and the pay plan and all that sort of stuff, there are people that never, ever, ever considered that they could rise to the top in a network marketing venture. This profession of ours, direct sales, never, ever considered they could, and they will. They'll be superstars that come out of this company. So look, we all strive to succeed. I'm going to read this for you a little bit here. And as leaders, we got to ultimately know that our teams need to succeed. And each member, they ask for the same success that we're striving for. We all know that outcome, right? Devotion, servitude to our team members. Well, we're Kappa creators. And as you create Kappas, they duplicate themselves, right? Kappas become Quintos, Quintos to Ventis, Ventis to Premios. The duplication of those actions, those attitudes, right? The attitude up here, that drives your team. That drives your Olyabo enterprise. And it's driven from the bottom up. And the Premio, what's that do? The global pool. That's what this is about. And I'd like to talk to you about this global pool and competition and how competition works. I'm a competitive guy. I always have been since a young kid, in sport, and 5 brothers. And how that goes, right? But competition's great. I've always striven for competition no matter what I was building. From building companies to finance to network marketing teams to whatever. Good competition is great. When you think about competition, there's sort of 2 styles of competition. Yeah, sometimes, like some people, they think about competition as dominate, trying to one-up each other. That's not it. That's not what competition's about. Competition's about, let's set a standard. Here I am. Let's go. Here, I'll give you a little lesson. Let's have a little bit of a lesson. So down here, look in the bottom of the screen, and we got people stepping up. People and leaders, and I don't know how to do this without using names, and then that's going to date the company. But like I said, there's people that haven't even started in this business, probably never even in this profession, that are going to become Premios and going to be sharing in the global pool. So here, like these teams, and if you notice the colors, the outside of the color is the same as the inside of the next team sort of thing. See how that's it? I want to kind of get a point across. This is going longer than I thought, but it's good to learn, isn't it? It's always good to learn. So we got teams, and I hate to date this, right? I really hate to date it, but but the people were in the beginning. So we got the over here we got the Hearn and Lawless teams, and we got the Debs up there in Canada, and we got the Dr. Jerry Shaws and the Simones, and we got the people that are just Pete Delmonicos, and there's other members that we can't say their names. And well, look, I don't want to date it, but here we go. Now, as these teams grow, they're Premio, right? We're talking about Premios. These are Premio teams, and as they grow and they duplicate in Kappas and Quintos and Ventis and Premios, and away they go, competition. And here's how it works. These teams, their volumes, you working all together, this is the key, working together, creates the global pool. And every 90 days, we get a share of the global pool. So how do we... And I say we because we're a whole company, right? I'm not talking about, I'm probably I know I'm the least of every one of you out there already. I know I'm the least. So competition is, hey, here we go. I'm not talking about me when I say I'm doing this. I'm going to set the bar. I'm moving up. And as you move up, great. How about you? Like, let's go together. Let me help you. Let me share what I'm doing in my team. Let me share what you're doing in your team. And as you go, wow, look at that. Let's go. That's great. That level, wow. If they get Ray and Cheryl 100K in the first month out of the bat. Premio 100K. Good for you. Here we go. We're moving up as each one of you. Oh, that's how you do it. Good for you. That's great. I'd like to. Let's move up together. As we set this, it's kind of like... let me match you. Good. Let me take this to one more level. Let me help you take it to one more level. Why? Because we're contributing to over here. That's fantastic. Let's, I remember in other companies flying to cities to do super Saturdays for teams that were cross-line. It's all about, and we didn't even have a global pool. So as we do this, as I help you, look here we are. Come on, match this. Do better than me. Let me help you. Let's move up. Sort of like working together. I remember being a bricklayer, working on the line, right? Helping each other. As you go, what happens? See that? Over there. Global pool. Global pool. We're in this together. This is a collective initiative, a collective goal. This is, the collective results. So, as we expand, as we grow our teams, as we teach, those Kappas to Quintos to Ventis to Premios, and then teach you the Premios to keep on going and moving up as your Premios. And come with me and let's look at this level. Look where we're at. Let's do this together. What happens? The ultimate. That's what it's about. That's why I love this company. It's a global business. Let's make it a global business. We're in great competition together. Teach this to every single one of the people that are coming into your business, because that's how all of this becomes the success of Oliabo, that great big O, that great big world, the global pool.